Lagos's Hot FM.
All right, Hot FM 93.3. You're still with me on State of Affairs, and I told you earlier that I'll be joined by a guest in the studio who is, he's part of the people making the waves now online everywhere. You're watching their movie To Kill a Monkey, and I have with me Micheal Ejoor in the studio, Nigerian actor who hails from Warri in Delta State, attended University of Hertfordshire, where he bagged a bachelor's degree in management science and went to London School of Economics for and in accounting too, and finance. So I'm trying to ask him why he got into the movies. We'll get to hear from him. How are you doing, Chief?
I'm good. Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah. You're welcome. So, of course, the obvious questions. Let's start with how you started your career before we get into, the current movie making the rounds.
Yeah.
Your trajectory into, the Nollywood business and moving away from what you studied in school. Why did you do that?
See, I wish I could tell you, like, sometimes when I listen to people and they're like, oh, yes, I've been acting since I was 2 months old or something like that. And I'm just like, that's not my story. Like, I was an Efiko, like hardcore Efiko. I was bookworm to a T, straight A's. I got a first class degree, like that sort of vibe. Like I was, that's who I was. I did. And then I went on, I was working in an oil company, and I thought that I was going to be like the next, business mogul,
the next
or something like that. See, I thought that was going to be the next bank MD or something like that.
What was the name of this guy? Melikiari. Yeah, sorry, not Emefiele.
See, I was. That's where I thought I was going, and life just shook me. I lost my job.
Oh wow!
Came out of a very, very long relationship, and that didn't work out. My mom was terminally, she's alive, so not terminal, but the ailment is terminal. Chronic kidney disease. It's a terminal ailment, but she was able to get a transplant. It was just a crazy year, and I was just at home, kind of depressed. And a friend just said, because I can sing, and a friend was like, I'm doing a stage play and this character requires, a good singer. He didn't even know if I could act. And so they said, there are 3 songs in it and we need someone who can really, really sing, and it's not really about the acting. But I went there and I was way more interested in the acting, and I impressed the director so much so that I became the understudy for the lead character.
Oh, okay.
Literally, and that's when Waje was in the play, and then Waje said to me, Mike, are you sure you won't take this thing serious? And I went and auditioned for Tinswell. I got it. My next audition, I got it. The one after that, I got it. So I was like, maybe there's something here.
This is the career, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, it's first of all, thankfully your mom is still here, right?
Yeah, she is.
Thankfully, because I mean, I can understand, that feeling of being, in that state of mind where you're not sure if you're gonna still have your, parents or something. So, I mean, we thank God for that. Okay, so now that's a very, very weird start that you lost your job. Then, like play, you just came into the industry, but you studied in the UK.
Yeah.
Now, why didn't you stay back in the UK? Because I mean, a lot of Nigerians when listening to you now, they see your CV like, this guy studied in London and the likes. Why did you come back to Nigeria? Because a lot of people want to jackpot you. You are coming back.
To be quite honest, like I'm very grateful, and I would always say this: I'm grateful, and I thank God for my parents who, gave us that opportunity to have, an education in the Western world.
Yeah.
I'm extremely grateful. It opened my eyes to so many things. But I'm a Nigerian through and through. I don't imagine myself living anywhere else. I know it sounds somehow, because everybody wants to run away. But I keep saying this thing every day: God, please. I don't want to go anywhere. Can they fix it? Like,
thank God I'm not alone.
Honestly. I lived there for almost a decade, but no, please, I like it here.
Okay, just a quick one. What do you like here that you don't have there?
So it's not like it's not there. Like, okay, well, I won't say it's not that it's not there. It's the community here. I like it. I love Nollywood as much as, and I hope this doesn't make me sound small-minded. I like our stories. I like the stories we tell. I like our method of acting. I don't really, as much as I would be grateful if I got a Hollywood job, it's not like my life's mission or anything like that. I love the camaraderie. I like the easy lifestyle. You can hire somebody to do this one and do that one. Go and hire a driver in London if you are really bad. Go and try it.
Okay, so more like standard of living, ease of, should I say, having things at your beck and call. That's what you like, and the community. So in London, you're on your own.
Hey, you are very on your own. Very, very, very. DIY is your friend.
Thank you for that. Okay, so now, I mean, your journey so far in Nollywood, what has it been like, and the roles? How have you been able to keep up with the industry since? I mean, you're already deep into it. So
Yeah. My journey in Nollywood hasn't been wild, actually. It's been, like I said, first audition ever, booked that. Second audition, booked that. Third one, booked it. And I thank God, because I came in here with a vengeance. I said, I came in here old, I'll go for auditions. People be telling me, good afternoon, sir. I said, who's your sir? We're not all here for the same thing. Like I came in late. I came in at 28, I think. 29.
That's not late. No,
I was going for auditions with 16-year-olds.
Okay. Well, I mean, when your day break,
when your day
break,
morning starts. So you break. True. That's how morning starts. But so I came in here and I was ready. I did so much research. I believe that I came in here so informed that people thought I'd been here longer. At one point in my career, I used to hide how long I'd been in the industry, because people were like, maybe because you know somebody, or maybe because you come from London, or maybe, I came in so prepared. I was ready to work. I was under the tutelage of Stella Damasus. I was asking questions consistently. I was forever working on my craft. So I'm quite proud of myself, if I'm being honest.
All right, great. Now let's talk about, To Kill a Monkey, which is the rave of the moment. First of all, you played the character Onome. More like a gossip, amebo guy. But how did you get that role? Did you audition for it? Did Kemi just call you up and say, okay, this character? Because I won't lie to you, every character in To Kill a Monkey, they just suit the character. So how did you get that character, the role for the man?
Yeah, to be quite honest, I'm really happy I worked for this role. I did a video which is, on my Instagram, and Kemi and I collaborated on that video where I chronicled how I got the role. I literally went for an audition. I was 1 degree of separation from Kemi. I literally could have called anybody. Literally 1 degree of separation from her. When I had auditioned, she said to me, I've watched you before. She was like, have we met? I said, no, I have dropped off something for you before, but I don't believe that we met. She said, I've definitely seen you on TV before, so I'm not a face that she didn't entirely know, but I worked for it. I got to the audition at 3 a.m. in the morning. It was an open audition. Yeah, I'd not been for an open audition in 3 years. Literally, I got to the audition venue, so I wrote my name, went back home quickly, dressed up, came back, and when I came back, some people were saying, Micheal Ejoor is here, he's probably one of the first stage judges, or whatever. And then some people came up to me, I really like your films and stuff like that. Can we take a picture? And I'm just like, guys, I'm here for the same thing that you're here for. I want to work with Kemi Adetiba,
Wow.
And I was very glad that I did it. I got a call back, and after the call back, I got the role.
So like an open audition, because I always think for guys like you that sort of have a face already in Nollywood, that probably call you up for every role you...
Not necessarily.
So you guys had an open audition for that?
Yeah, there was an open audition. Yeah, I definitely get called for closed auditions.
No, yeah, sure.
I get,
I'm just shocked that, Kemi still...
Yeah. So like I said, when she saw me, she was like, I know you, and I'm guessing she had seen me before, I wasn't a stranger to the screens. But I didn't get a closed audition for that.
Wow. Okay, that means for me, person like me, I go open audition there. Yeah. Okay, so now what was the shoot like for you? How long were you guys on set for this production? And did you have any challenges during this particular production on set?
Yeah, first I had a challenge. I was being directed by Kemi Adetiba, but my leg was shaking. Of course, that was my challenge. My scenes with Bimbo Akintola, who is a friggin' legend.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? Out of everyone who attended the open auditions, I had the biggest character, and I felt like there was a whole lot of pressure. I was, there was Stella Damasus, Ireti Doyle. I was overwhelmed, but I said to myself, yeah, Kemi sent me a message on Instagram once, and she's like, the character I have for you is this, and I'm trying to beef it up, and I loved you at the auditions, and I know that you're going to kill it. Don't let me down. And that, all I saw was, don't let me down. I didn't see all the praise. I say, hey, God, and
yeah,
I'm glad that, I did it. I'm really happy, that I went through it. We shot for about 2 months, 2 months and a bit, something like that.
So, I mean, for someone like you that you've been in this for a while, so you were still having like some little fright about working with these guys.
Yeah.
That means people like me go enter ground.
Yeah, it's each. To be honest, there's something called first day jitters. It happens in everything. I shot a film that is scheduled to go to YouTube. That's what I literally finished today, and I did have first day jitters.
Okay, that's great. That's great. I mean, it's actually weird to hear because I mean, I always feel like if you're doing that job for a while, I mean, all those jitters would phase out. Maybe if I don't know, I could understand if it was maybe like you going in Hollywood, and maybe like your first day in Hollywood, like, okay, maybe you would. Okay, all right. Now, out of all the characters, like I said, everybody played their characters. It's a perfection. After all the characters in the movie, like if you were to switch a role or switch characters, which would you like to play in this particular Still Kill a Monkey?
If I was to
Switch, yeah, from Onome to another character in the movie.
This is very, very strange, but I would switch with Ozzy. So Ozzy is a character that I feel like people are not talking about enough. Ozzy was Oboz's right-hand
man, yeah.
He barely said anything, but he was so present. Like, when I watch him, I was thinking to myself, there are things I could do with this character. Like
without saying much.
There are places that I feel like I could have explored as well. I loved his interpretation. His name is Micheal as well, Michael Sonny. I loved his interpretation. I thought it was perfect. But no two people will ever interpret the role the same way.
Yeah, sure.
Even twins will not interpret the role the same way.
So that's actually a very, I mean, I never expected you to pick Ozzy, I won't lie. Because he was just like the guy watching out for, Oboz.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean that's fair. Like a lot of people want to pick maybe Buchi's role or
Oboz
or William or Efe.
I like some very weird characters sometimes.
Okay. So do you like playing the villain?
Love it. Absolutely love it.
Yeah, a second actor that will say this. I don't know why everybody wants to be the bad person.
Absolutely.
So what if you're boxed into that I don't know, villain role? Like, take for example, we have some people that no matter how they switch roles or in other movies, this particular actor, like, take for example, like Patience Uzokwo, we know she's the wicked woman.
Yeah.
Stepmother, mother, she's wicked. Stay wicked. Pete Edochie, the rich, egotistic, chief. Kanayo, ritual, nice sacrifice. So you if you were to be boxed, what character would you like to be identified for? Yeah,
I would like to be boxed into a villain. 101%. I
don't want to be Loverboy like Ramsey Noah.
No, please. I play villains well. I think I do. I play villains very well.
Is there a story behind this? Like maybe like growing up, were you a bad guy?
No, actually, the reason behind this was when I first came into Nollywood, everybody kept saying, "Oh, Michael Ejoor is such a nice guy. He can only play good characters." Like nobody ever wanted to try me for anything. I was always proposing and telling people that I love them and all of that. I was like, I want to do something different. And then one of my favorite directors, Jide J. Blaze Oyebile, he just won an VCA actually. He saw me in something and he said, I want to use Michael for this role. And the producer said, no, I don't see it now. Why would Michael play this one? And he was like, trust me. And I played it and it was such a rave. Like people were stopping me in restaurants and saying, "You're an evil person." Yeah, and then people started giving me those opportunities. So I was happy to break free of that. I know that I will never be boxed into a villain because I have this face of somebody that looks like a nice guy. So I guess you look at my face and so I can.
Well, all it takes is just makeup, maybe some shades, and maybe one bad cap, and trust me, you. But okay, so for you, like, once you play the villain, it's more like because of people thought you would fit only for the good guy. So more like, let me prove you guys wrong.
I like to defy.
Okay, like to defy. Okay, now out of all the movies you've done so far, which would you rate as your most challenging or tasking? Would To Kill a Monkey be one of them, or top the list?
To Kill a Monkey would definitely come into it. I wouldn't say it comes into it in terms of challenging because of the character. It was challenging because I had to rise, because everybody had the wealth of experience, that it was a lot of, if you look at it, a lot of the characters were older, Reti Doyle, Bimba Kintola, William Benson, they hadn't acted for years. Do you know what I mean? I hadn't been doing it for half as long as many of them, so I had to match up to the wealth of experience. experience. Having to match up to Bimba Akintola's experience was something, but in terms of the depth of the character wasn't as hard as the character that I had to play today. That was a deep character who, I gave everything.
Okay, now from this movie, last one on this To Kill a Monkey, what have the reactions been on your character from your fans? Like, for people met you to maybe say a few words about how you played Onome.
They are going to beat me one day in this Lagos because of this Onome character. Because I don't want to spoil it for anybody who hasn't watched it that might be listening. But literally, it's been crazy. Social media has been buzzing. My numbers have been growing. I literally can't walk into any. I walked into a bakery to buy banana bread for one of my co-stars, Stella Damasos, because she was like, I want banana bread. So I'm like, you know what? No, sir, you're probably the character hated more than me, so you deserve banana bread. So I went and literally, it was like, oh, Inspector Onome. Fun fact, my actual name is Onome as well. So if you you call Onome, I will just answer you, forgetting that you're actually calling the character. But Onome is my actual name. It's actually my first name. Michael is my second name. So literally everywhere I go into Blenko to buy water, it's like, why did you do what you did? Everywhere. It's like, I'm like, yo, this is a mega hit show.
Yeah. Nice. Okay, that's great. So what are you working on? You told me you were on set before you got here. So what's in the in the cooler or what's cooking?
Yeah. So I'm so grateful for every producer that has taken a chance on me, to be honest. My calendar already had a few things inside. But right now, it's like within this 1 week that To Kill a Monkey has come out, so many people have reached out to me wanting to use me on projects, and I'm like, oh, this is great, So I have a few things coming out. I love the YouTube audience.
Yeah.
I'm not somebody who's going to sit down here and tell you, oh, I have this big cinema film or something like that. YouTube is accessible all over the world. I love that people can see that. I just released a film on YouTube. I'm a co-executive producer on a film called The Art of Heart. Okay. Lead executive producer is Stella Damasos. We came together and we made this beautiful film. We made two beautiful films, Captured and The Art of Heart. The Art of Heart came out a week ago, last week Wednesday. It stars myself, Sophia Lakija, Jemima Osunde, Charles Bourne, Pamilari Ayodeji. Beautiful film. I love my YouTube audience. They keep me going. As a matter of fact, my YouTube audience came hard from me on Netflix. They were like, they were just listing all my films. Ashabi's Child. Look, I can go on. Let me not start listing. They were just like, oh, I loved him in this. I loved him in that. So I love my YouTube audience. So I will be doing a lot more YouTube films. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Great. Now, we'll start having tomorrow on Arise, just in case you're listening. Okay. So, final words for maybe your fans. You've talked about what you're working on. What should people expect more from? For the rest of the year, do you have a list of things you would likely maybe release?
Yeah. Okay, so
I know you might not name everything, but the ones that are probably guaranteed.
Yeah, the ones that are guaranteed to come out, I have quite a few. I have Third Party. I have Second Chance. I have The Killer.
Okay.
Oh God! When you're put on the spot, you just can't remember. You know what? I feel like I'll do a list, but also I feel like something that I want people to expect from me is you should expect to see a Micheal Ejoor film. So what that means is this week has just been an amazing week for me. Last week I was inducted into the Directors Guild of Nigeria. So I'm now not just an actor, I'm an official
Congrats.
Thank you
in the words of my colleagues, there are implications. You have to do party.
So yes, I will direct my own film, and I hope that you guys would give me the support that you give me when I act my own films, because I wouldn't be inside, so I could concentrate on bringing the film to life. But I want to showcase that side of my creativity, and I hope that my family, as I'd like to call them, would support me through that.
All right, I'm an actor, and the engineer too can. You the act now. So call for.
Yeah, go call now. Come walk.
All right, thank you so much, Micheal, and definitely we'll be seeing more of you. And congrats on To Kill a Monkey. Your role was well delivered, Inspector Onome, real life Onome, actually.
Lagos is Hot FM.